I'm Brittany Brumis, and this is Soul Magic Yoga. Please hit the subscribe button.
You can see me way over here. Okay, so we're going to be on our bellies, and I'm going to give you a couple options. So we're going to do a salutation in Cobra. So the easy version is your elbows are going to be shoulder width distance apart, making sure that they're in alignment. And then you want to make sure your wrists are in alignment with your elbows and your fingers are spread wide. You're going to roll the shoulders back and you're going to pull the shoulder blades together. And you're going to gaze forward. If this feels pretty intense on your low back, I want you to tense your glutes just a little bit. That'll take the pressure off your lower back. So you have this option, but you can relax for a second while I show you the next option because your arms are going to fall off. The next option is the same thing, except you'll tuck your toes and you'll lift your bottom up off the mat. So you're kind of hovering. So either one works. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a salutation. So all that means is we're going to take a nice deep inhale. And then as we exhale, you're going to tuck your toe bone and you're going to arch you're not going to arch, you're going to round. And you're going to press into the floor or your mat with your arms and your elbows, and you're going to bring your chin to your chest. And you're going to press into the mat so much so that maybe even your chest and your belly comes off. The legs are relaxed. Now, if you're in the lifted pose, I want you to just drop your knees just so they're touching the mat just a little bit, so you're still engaging. And you're going to do the same thing. Your knees are going to stay, your toes will be tucked, but your hips will be off the mat, and you're going to exhale and round. Bring your chin to your chest. Then you're going to inhale and you're going to drop your belly, no matter which position you're in. And you're going to lift your head all the way up, press into the arms, and you're going to pull your shoulder blades together. So you're going to exhale and you're going to tuck and you're going to round, separating the shoulder blades, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly. Nice and slow. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, drop the belly, pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, drop the belly. We're going to take one last exhale. Once you're done coming to the top, exhale, round. Then you're going to go and release, and you're just going to lay on your belly for a second and worm. Just giving your arms a nice little break. Then you're going to very gently walk yourself back up. And you're going to come to seated. So I'm going to turn and face you, but you can face whichever direction you want. Either your legs crossed, or you can come into what's called easy seat, where your legs are bent and you're just sitting back on your heels. You can also, if you have a little pillow, you can stick it under your tushy, and then you have something to sit on so your knees aren't as bent. Or you can even sit in a chair if all else fails. But all we're going to do is we're going to do some laterals. So that's when we're going to create a C shape with our spine. So we're going to bring our right hand down, and your left arm's going to come up and over. So you're just imagining that you're creating a C shape and you're trying to pull that right shoulder towards your right hip. And then with your arm over your head, you're just going to open your armpit towards the ceiling. So you're not allowing your shoulder to fall forward, you're keeping it stacked and open. You're going to take a couple nice deep breaths here. If you're seated, I want to make sure that you're pressing down through that left hip, keeping that hip from coming up off the floor. And you're gonna bring both hands all the way up. You're gonna stretch nice and tall. That left arm's gonna come down. Your right arm's now coming up and over. You get a nice stretch in that side body. We're just warming up the spine. Couple nice deep inhales and exhales. We're going to inhale, we're going to bring our arms back up. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to come into a twist. So you're going to bring your right hand down, either beside you if you're on a chair, or behind you as far as you can if you're seated. And you're going to bring your left arm down to your thigh or your knee, wherever you can reach. And you're just going to turn your torso to that right side, over your right shoulder. Your gaze is going to go over that right shoulder as well. And we're going to introduce some movement into our belly while we're twisted in this pose. So we're really contracting the abdomen and all those organs in there. And now we're going to add some movement to it that's going to massage all the organs in the abdomen. So all you're going to do is you're going to take these little circles with your belly. So you're just going around in a circle. So your belly comes forward, you press it over to the right, so your obliques, your side, then you press it back, and you go over to the left, and then you come back forward, sitting up nice and tall, and you're just taking these very tiny little circles with your abdomen. You're still gazing over that back shoulder, so you're going clockwise towards your right arm. You're just massaging the organs here, you're just breathing naturally. One last round, and we're going to bring our arms back up. Then you're going to twist over to the left, so left arm down, right hand to left leg. And remember, sitting up nice and tall, then you're taking those circles now counterclockwise to the left. So you're circling towards that left-hand side, tiny little circles, keeping that core nice and steady, nice and tight. Using all these tiny little muscles in the abdomen to stabilize. One last turn. You're going to come back to center. Bringing your arms up overhead again. And we're going to take our arms into little football field goal posts, or 90 degrees. And we're just going to arch the back, and we're going to bring the shoulder blades together, drawing the elbows down towards the floor. Just pinching those shoulders together. And you're going to reach all the way up. And then you're going to pinch again. Nice arch. All the way up. Another nice pinch behind you. And you're going to go ahead and release. And we're going to come onto our backs now. So we're going to come into a nice little bridge pose. So we're going to come down to your back. Your feet are hip width distance apart. Your arms are down alongside your body. Feet are planted firmly. We're going to take a nice deep inhale and lift your tushy up. Doesn't have to be a lot. But you're going to tense the glutes when you're up there. Really pull, like someone's got a string attached to your belly button and they're pulling you up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to exhale and you're going to lower back down. Then inhale, press into the feet. Lift that belly, tense the glutes. Exhale, lower down. Nice, slow and controlled. you're gonna bring yourself into a tight little ball or grab onto your knees wherever you can reach, either your shins or your knees. And you're just gonna give yourself a nice little squeeze, and you're gonna lift your head towards your knees like you're a little roly-poly. Then you're gonna exhale, and you're gonna bring your legs out and your arms out, and you're gonna stretch again. You're gonna bring it in. You inhale, tuck and round. Exhale, bring your legs out, arms overhead. If you'd like to make this a little more challenging, you can keep your feet off the floor when you bring your legs back out. So they're just hovering. So your inhale back in, chin to knee, or just chin up. Exhale, bring it out. Inhale, bring it in. We're gonna do one more. Exhale, open. Inhale, bring it in. Whew. Then you're just gonna release. I want you to bring your legs back into mountain. So back how they were bent, your feet on the floor. And I want you to press your lower back, that lower lumbar spine, into the mat. So you're gonna tuck your tailbone under. So your back is now flat against the floor of your mat. You've lost all the arch in it. Just getting a nice little stretch. And you're going to take your legs now, and we're going to windshield wiper them from left to right. So you're going to go to the left, just allow them to relax over, then over to the right. You're just going to go back and forth like a little windshield wiper. This should feel pretty good in your low back, maybe even your hips. You're going to bring your legs back to center. And we're just going to slowly press ourselves back up. So you might need to roll onto one side and get yourself back up to a nice little seat. So we're going to stay in this little seated position. And we're going to come into a pose called boat pose or Savasana. So there are a few different ways that you can do this. So one way, we are going to, well, either way, we're going to start by leaning back. So you're just leaning back. You can hold on to your thighs for the most support here. And it's still just as difficult, even if you're holding onto your thighs. So we're going to really work the abdominals again. And we're going to lift our feet off the mat, just hovering. So to make this pose a little more complicated or more difficult or more intense, you can always bring your arms out in front of you, out to the sides, or out above your head is the most difficult. But it's still just a bit of a workout with your hands on your, around your thighs. So all we're going to do is we're going to do these little pulses, like our belly button has a string connected to the wall in front of you and someone's pulling it. So you're just pulling your belly and your chest forward, and then you're just relaxing back to your neutral. So chest comes forward, back, chest comes forward like you're sitting up. Back, chest comes forward, back, chest comes forward, back, chest comes forward, back. And don't worry, you can take breaks whenever you need to. Just come back to the pose when you're ready. Just taking these little pulses. It's even harder when you don't have your hands on. Then you'll get nice little abdominal shakes. Working so hard to stabilize. One last one. And you're going to go ahead and straighten your legs. And you're just going to fold forward, just hinging at the hips. Relax your head. Relax your legs. Nice deep breaths. rest your glutes if you need to. So I'm actually going to turn face. So we're going to do a nice little lateral again, just like we did before. So our left arm's going to come down and our right arm's going to come up and over. But I want you to press now with your right obliques. I want you to press yourself down towards the floor or the mat. Just a nice little press, then you can release. And then a nice little press, like you're trying to reach a little bit more, but you're not reaching with your shoulder, you're just reaching with the side of your body. Just keep pressing down and coming back up. Pressing down and coming back up. Really stretching those tiny muscles. Remember, keep that elbow and that armpit up. Hopefully your arm looks much better than mine because it just had surgery. One last little press. Woo! And we're going to bring our arms back up. And we're just going to fold forward between our legs. Just dropping your head wherever you're at. Relax the feet, relax the legs. You're going to round yourself up, one vertebrae at a time. We're going to come onto that other side. So that right arm comes down, left arm comes up and over. Now remember, we're taking those little side pulses, pressing with our left side body, our left obliques, pressing over to the right. Really making sure that both your hips stay planted on the mat or the ground. You're pressing down with your hips to keep them down. If they want to come up, just keep taking those little pulses. Keep that armpit open. Now we're going to bring our arms back down in front of us. Nice forward fold. Take a nice deep breath here. You're going to round yourself up one vertebrae at a time. You can bring your legs out in front of you. We're just going to stretch our neck and possibly the entire spine, depending on how tight your spine is. So what's going to happen is you're going to bring your hands into the posture crib. So you're going to interlace your fingers behind your head, kind of like you're getting arrested, if you can imagine that concept. And you're going to drop your chin to your chest. And then you're going to allow your elbows to completely relax down. And you're just going to use the weight in your arms and a nice gentle pull with your hands to pull that chin towards your chest. You should feel the neck start to relax. You should feel a nice stretch all the way down the spine, through the cervical vertebrae, all the way down. Take some nice deep breaths. Just allow your head to relax. Then we're going to come into a little lateral here. So you're going to stay with your head down, but you're just going to turn like you're trying to get your left shoulder towards your right knee or right hip. I guess we're more coming into a twist. Not a lateral. You're twisting. And your head still stays relaxed. Your arms are just there for gravity. You don't need to pull. Nice deep breaths. Then on an exhale, you're going to come back to center. Then inhale over to the left side. Remember bringing that right shoulder towards the left knee. Nice deep breaths. We're going to come back to center. You're going to release your hands. And then you're going to very slowly bring your head up. And then you're just going to allow your head to fall all the way back. And then to the right, right ear to right shoulder. And left ear to left shoulder. And take a nice circle clockwise, so towards the right. Dropping down at the center. And you're going to circle to the left now. Nice and slow. And you're going to go ahead and release. Now when you're ready, you're going to come into your final resting pose, is Savasana. So you're going to come to lying on your back. You're going to make sure that there's some space between your feet. Your arms are down alongside your body with some space between your hands and your body. Palms facing up or palms facing down if that's more comfortable. And then you're just going to close the eyes. You're just going to give your body permission to relax right now. At least for these few minutes. You're just going to relax your feet. Relaxing your ankles, your shins. Relaxing your knees. Your hips, your belly, relaxing your chest, your torso, your shoulders, your arms, relaxing all the muscles of your face, your tongue. Allowing the body to be completely relaxed and at peace, to come into final Savasana. keep those videos coming, make sure you subscribe.